Hey all, and welcome to my empties for the first 2 months of 2026. We're gonna start right off with a product that I intended to finish last year, and it's my Dior foundation. This is in the shade 1,5N. As you can see, it's pretty empty. I actually really enjoyed this product. Towards the end there, I was worried about running out, which is probably why it took me forever to finish. I don't think that Dior is cruelty free though, so I probably will not be repurchasing, but I really did like it. Next up, we have this Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer in the shade Nude. So technically this is not an empty, but I just can't use it. I squeeze and try to get stuff out, but it won't come out. I've tried putting a little pin in there to try to get it going, and that doesn't work either. I suppose I could cut into it, but that just seems like a lot of hassle, and then you run the risk of it drying out, and it's just not worth it, in my opinion. So I will not be repurchasing this item. This is another item I intended to use up last year. It's the Lila Aglow Face Mist. You could see where I started, and now it's fully empty. I will say that once I got to like the very bottom part of it, it was hard to spray it out. So that was kind of a bummer, but I don't even think that this is a brand anymore. So even if it were around, I would not repurchase, but they're not even around anymore, so it doesn't really matter. Now on to one of my favorites. This is the Dermatology Universal Tinted Moisturizer. I have repurchased this item many times. I have gifted it to my sisters. I just really enjoy it. It's very lightweight, sun protection, tiny bit of coverage. It's just amazing for those no makeup days. So I would repurchase. I have repurchased, and I believe they currently have a sale going on, 30% off. And this is the Beauty Counter Tint Skin Hydrating Foundation. I was not a fan of this. The shade is off. I'll show you in a little bit. And this is actually not an empty. It's mostly full. It just went off. The scent is not pleasant, so I will not be putting this on my face. And here you can see what a difference it is from my skin color. So this just looks a bit too orange for me. It's sheer enough where like you can make it work, but with my collection and having so many other items that I prefer, this would just be a no for me, and I would not repurchase. Although, unfortunately, I think I do have another one. I need to check to see if it's still good, but yeah, no, I would not recommend this. So here I'm sharing a couple of other items that went bad before I could use them. So these two are tattoo pencil liners by KVD. They just dried out before I even got a chance to really play with them. This is the uranium orange shade, and as you can see, I'm really trying to get some pigment on here, but there's just nothing coming off. And I really was tugging at it, so yeah, it's not safe to apply anywhere really on your face. And I had the same exact issue with this one. This is Tiger Eye Brown, same brand, KVD. Um, I can get like a tiny bit of pigment out of this one, but it's after really pressing down hard. So again, it's not something that I would ever use anywhere near my eyes. And I mean, even on my hand, as you can see, it's just barely any payoff. So I would not repurchase these. I would not recommend them. It's a big no from me. So this item I received as part of my Beautylish Lucky Bag from last year. It's the Plume Lash and Brow Enhancing Serum. It's almost $100. It's really the only difference between the regular sized bag and the extra large bag was this one item. So to say that I was disappointed is an understatement. Um, I used it. The nice thing about this is that it did not irritate my eyes, but I gave it a shot even though this isn't the type of product I would normally use. I would not repurchase just simply because of the cost, and I didn't really see much of a difference with it. I used up this sample size of the Drunk Elephant vitamin C serum. It was fine. Didn't irritate my skin. Again, it's kind of too small to notice any actual difference to my skin. You can see I fully used it up. It's empty. Would I purchase a full size? Probably not. I have used less expensive vitamin C serums that I prefer, so I'm gonna say no to this one. This is the Laurel Hydrating Elixir. I obtained it from a Beauty Heroes box. If you're familiar with them, they have very pricey items. So I wouldn't use this, or I mean, I wouldn't purchase this on its own just because of the cost, but it was very nice. The scent is like if you've ever been to a health food store, you know that scent. That's what it smells like. I wouldn't purchase, but I did enjoy using it. I keep intending to check on the cruelty-free status of this DHC deep cleansing oil. I've purchased it many times, and I may still have one more backup of it. It takes off makeup very well. It's a great first step in your cleansing routine, but it does smell a lot like olive oil. So if that's not something that you like, you may not like this product. These are the milk drops from Beekman 1802. I believe I have featured these before. I would not repurchase. I think I just ended up buying like a two pack or something on QVC. Uh, You could see there's a tiny bit left in there, but it's kind of hard to get out. The scent is not pleasant to me at all. It's very like a very lactic quality to it. So I would not repurchase this. The Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream. Oops, I'll pick that up later. From Peter Thomas Roth. This is a brand that I will no longer be supporting. This had a refillable little components, which is great because I'm always trying to find items that will have less of an environmental impact, but I just cannot support this brand anymore. If you know, you know. So this is a product that I've purchased many times. It's the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. This is like their 60 pack, like the extra large size that they have. Basically just little individual pads that you use as a toning step. It's not irritating, pleasant scent, and I would absolutely repurchase this. Yes. Oh, this is a cutie little guy. It's the Osea Seabiotic Water Cream. It's not super moisturizing, but it just feels like really nice and light on the skin. And I like supporting this brand, so I would absolutely purchase a full size. In fact, I think I have like a little um trio or I don't know, some little pack that I purchased from them, so you might be seeing them in the future as well. So I purchased a large box pack of these hyaluronic acid moisturizing masks by this Korean brand, I believe. And it's one of those masks that you put on that's like white and then it kind of starts turning less white. Not transparent, I don't think, but just less white as it dries up. There's always lots of extra juice in the packets, which is lovely to put on afterwards. So I'm really enjoying this so far, and I would absolutely consider repurchasing. Yeah, I like it. So these little eye patches were gifted to me by my sister, and they were cute. They feel nice under the eyes. They provide a little bit of like A relaxing spa moment. I have others that I prefer, so I probably wouldn't purchase these, but I did enjoy them. Next up, we have these deep blemish micro darts by Peach Slices, and I have to tell you, these are amazing. They work so well. So they come in this little like a little container, and then inside you could kind of see, I'll show you in a little bit. Um, the little stickers are on a little plastic film, so then you just kind of peel them off and then apply them on a blemish. Uh, so they're really well protected. I don't feel like there's any possibility of them becoming contaminated like in my items. Um, so I really enjoyed them. They work really well at reducing the time that you have your blemishes, and so I would absolutely repurchase these. You might see some similar items from other brands coming up on my channel, but yeah, I would recommend these absolutely. So if you've been following along for any amount of time, this item might seem familiar. It was part of my fragrance empties from last year. Unfortunately, the little cap kind of got smushed when I was trying to recap it, so I ended up having to decant the product from this container into a different one, adding to it that it's a dabber and not a spray, which I prefer. Um, so yeah, I didn't like the packaging, and the scent was fine. I mean, I wouldn't purchase a full size, but it wasn't offensive or anything like that. Um, yeah, so I wouldn't purchase a full size of this one. I also used up a little sample size of this Alice Brooklyn Apple Love. The scent is like fruity and clean, but it's pleasant. But I wouldn't purchase a full size of this one. Okay, let's chat about a couple of dry shampoos. This one I purchased off of TikTok. In the ads, these girls had basically wet hair from all the oil, and then they applied this, and their hair was just magically clean. Um, it does not work like that. It works well enough, but I have better, and I'll share with you my favorite. That's gonna be coming up next. I got a 2 pack of this, so you're gonna see another empty one of these in the future. But I would not repurchase this product. But I would repurchase the one that I'm gonna talk about next. And that is the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo by Ellis Brooklyn in the Miami Nectar scent. This is everything I wanted in a dry shampoo. It does not leave a white cast. The scent is just divine. If you've tried the Miami Nectar perfume, it smells just like that, except, for your hair. Um, I purchased multiples of these because it was limited edition, so I don't think you'd be able to buy it now, unfortunately. But I can't buy it now either, which is so sad. I do hope that they bring it back because it was just so good. It is so good. I do have a couple backups, so you will be seeing this again. Now, time for some odds and ends. This is the Oral-B Glide Dental Floss. It's really gentle on your gums. I have repurchased it many times, so you will be seeing this again. I also went through a couple of these Dove soap bars. I'm more of a body wash type of girl, but there's so much plastic in body wash, whereas there's just a little bit of cardboard with these soap bars. Um, my sister actually used to make her own soap, and she had like this little shop and everything, so that was great. They were like these artisanal soaps that I loved, but unfortunately, she doesn't make them anymore. So, if anybody has a good recommendation for a cruelty free bar of soap that they enjoy, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to check it out. Thank you. So that's it. Those are my empties for the first 2 months of 2026. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.